Texas Ranger up close before. You know, once a Texas Ranger kicked my father's teeth out. Would you do that to me, Texas Ranger?
Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Badger Wild, and if you couldn't tell by the clip, we are doing another loadout in Ghost Recon. This time, we are doing Lone Wolf Mcquade. Yes, one of the characters played by the legendary godlike ginger, Chuck Norris. And I think I got this one done pretty good. Now, some of the guns in here are not normally used in video games, so this was a pretty decently challenging build. Number one of those guns, actually, was the Steyr SSG-69 rifle, which you can see here was used by Chuck Norris in the movie. Now, in Ghost Recon, there are very few rifles that have this look and feel other than the M40A5, so we decided to use this one with the TSXI tactical scope. It's only in semi-auto configuration, 10-round magazine, a long barrel, which we've upgraded the length, and a V2 compensator. Now, the next weapon in this is the Browning Auto 5 that was used by Chuck Norris in the movie. Unfortunately, we don't have a weapon like that, and the closest thing I could find was a Spazi 12. And all these have brown paint on them, by the way. Now, we have a folded buttstock to give it the kind of sawed-off look, a standard magazine, shorten the barrel to give it just that little bit more of a length, and use the stock muzzle brake because we're not going to be using suppressors with this very much. And this is probably going to be your main kill weapon on the ground most of the time, which will get us right into our next one, which is the Mac 10, which is used by Chuck Norris. However, in Ghost Recon, there is no Mac 10, there is a Mac 11, which is the Mac 10 fires a .45 caliber, the Mac 11 fires a 9mm parabellum. So, in this, there's not a whole lot you can really do with this gun. There's not a lot of customizations, which I was really disappointed in. But hey, you've got a sidearm that has full auto capability. The only thing we probably really did was extend the folding stock out so that you would have a slightly bit more control over the weapon when you're firing it, because that is a pretty decent and pretty hard thing to do with the control. So let me just get right over here and we will take a very close look at all these weapons in action in our JJ Mcquade build. Now, the first gun on our list is probably the one that you're going to be using in most engagements. This is your soft up gun, and that is going to be the M40A5. Now, this is a great entry-level sniper rifle in the game. However, for the look of this, I grabbed this particular gun because it's really just a great sniper rifle if you're going to use it for simply picking off targets or even thinning out enemies in the area. You can use it to eliminate guys at about medium to long range distance, but I wouldn't use it any more than that unless you're really good at no-scoping. But it is great for taking out those guards, those heavily armored dudes that are coming up, or even if you can get them all to come down the same road. Now, this gun's great for taking out vehicles also. A couple of well-placed shots, you can disable a guy's vehicle coming in. And speaking of accurate shots, if you want to really feel like Chuck Norris, put a well-placed shot in a chopper and you will down it. Now, the next gun is going to be our 12-gauge shotgun. This is the Spazi 12, which is a great gun, I have to admit. I have not played with this very much and had to actually unlock it for this particular class. But this thing is a close-range beast, and actually just pretty decent at medium range. I was actually pretty impressed with the range of this gun. Now, the quick reload, there is a ammo capacity with this weapon, but it doesn't have a whole lot of problems with ammunition or anything else, especially when you consider if you can place your shots accurately with a single well-placed shot at distance will probably take down your target pretty effectively. This gun has probably the highest damage capacity of any 12 gauge in the game. Does it make it the most powerful? Probably not. I think that stands with the Sega 12 variation, but it's a great close range weapon. And finally, we have the Mac 11, or the SMG 11 pistol. Now, this thing was getting some use to. It is not the most accurate thing in the world on full auto, and I found burst fire was really one of the best ways to utilize this gun. In a pinch, it will work. I mean, you don't have to worry too much about having to overshoot guys. You can take out groups of enemies with this thing, but it really lacks power and the inaccuracy at distance really just does not make it a good distance weapon. However, as a sidearm, it's really decent. But as we're coming to the end of our build, I do have to tell y'all one thing about it, because this is a Chuck Norris build. Even if Chuck Norris's guns do run out, you got to remember he's got other weapons in his arsenal that helps him out. I'm Badger Wild. This is the JJ Mcquade build, and I will see you guys next time.